There has never been a time in Apex where we have had as many insane combos as we do have right now. If you are wondering what you need to be using, I got you covered with some great damage farming, skill building, and of course those sweaty pub and ranked combos. However, I want to personally help make you a better player, and it is with the sponsor of today's video. If you are looking to improve your skills for your favorite games, the best way is to record your gameplay, and Outplayed is the easiest way for you to automatically do this. Once you download the app, you select the games you want Outplayed to automatically record from its 300 plus game library, and you just let it do its thing. You even have the full customization to select the quality you want to record and even what you want to record. You can record the entire match, and you don't need any extra editing software, as you can quickly edit everything right in Outplayed. You can share your content pretty much everywhere straight from the app, and this even includes Discord, which is important because for the duration of Season 14, I'm going to personally rate, give feedback, tips, and check out your clips in my Discord. Don't miss this one. Click the link in the description and pinned comment for more, and thanks to Outplayed for sponsoring this video. We started off with the best combos out there for you to farm those higher damage games, and honestly, these combos aren't too bad for ranked Apex either. In general, when farming, you'll want something with a little bit more range to allow you to poke as many people as possible, and because of this, we begin with the 30-30 and the Prowler combo. The 30-30 can be devastating when you are using it at a very specific and the appropriate range, which is a little bit on the closer side of mid-range due to the bolt velocity being slower than some of its mid-range counterparts. A charged-up shot from the 30 with the Skull Piercer is so good when you connect someone's head. It instantly gives a lot of opportunity not only to wipe players, but to keep the damage output going. The dual shell hop-up always being on the 30-30 also means less downtime and a more consistent and continual damage output, which is exactly what we want from a heavy farming combo. The Prowler I use as a backup to the 30-30 to keep the ammo I need simple and the same, while also having this SMG be my quick swap to and hip fire anyone down that does get a little bit too close to me. Definitely try this combo out. It is an incredible one. The second damage farming combo I am rocking is the G7 paired up with the Peacekeeper shotgun. This is a great combo for those looking to be a little bit more aggressive in their play, as the G7 is pretty deadly at close range with the hip fire double tap, but the Peacekeeper specifically works great for this type of play, as you can swap to it and get that big damage from a single pull of the trigger. Light ammo is of course plentiful, and you will not have any problem getting it, and carrying a PK just means more conservation of ammo for heals and some more grenades. The G7 is the easier to use between this and the 30-30. I will say that the G7 absolutely needs an optic, as for some reason the iron sights just don't work for me, but my personal favorite is a 2x bruiser or a 3x optic, so I can again use it more as a flex close to mid-range weapon. This combo is easy to use, and pretty much anyone can find some success with it. Before the skill building and sweaty combos out there, I do have some to share with you that I do find to be pretty effective, but are also extremely satisfying and fun to use. There's nothing like running and gunning quick scoping fools like it's an old school multiplayer game, and the Sentinel sniper rifle with the Peacekeeper shotgun are here to provide not only a very satisfying and fun experience, but are also really great just to build up your skill. The Sentinel sniper rifle may not be the easiest to use, but those who can perfect its fire rate and be very accurate can actually be extremely threatening to enemies, and this is especially the case during the early game when people are already pretty weak or don't have great shields. I don't like that it takes shield cells to charge this thing up to really unlock a whole nother level of damage, but even without it, it can have some moments of brilliance. I again back this thing up with the Peacekeeper because it does allow for a quick swap to damage in the close range. One of the best parts of this combo is that you really don't need much ammo, which does mean holding a lot more grenades and healing items, and you won't really need much in terms of attachments for this combo to be effective. The old but not forgotten combo is up, and while this combo is pretty bizarre, it actually just works. The L-Star matched with the triple take allows for some very interesting gameplay, as the triple take is easy to use, even to get partial hits, and this is going to help you slow enemies down. It's definitely not what it once was, but it still can be pretty decent at times. The L-Star, however, is not the greatest, and you could swap this for a Volt, but I specifically like to recommend the L-Star because of its capabilities to continually output damage, and it has a pretty good hybrid value that I think does work pretty well at the close and mid ranges. This combo is really all about being versatile at any range and allowing for you to have the minimal amount of downtime when it does come to outputting damage. Not to mention, it is something that is just not as frequently being used, and it is nice to switch things up. The final fun or troll combo is actually going to be a combo that is extremely good, and it's the Havoc Havoc combo. There's no rule in Apex that you can't run with the same gun in both slots, and having two of the fastest time to kill weapons that also have huge magazines, 72 rounds combined with those level 3 mags, makes this kind of one of the best combos for a good time and taking on those 1-on-3s like it's nothing. I like kitting out one Havoc with the 2 times, especially having the longer range one have a turbo, and then the second one having a 1 times, so I can have a little bit more versatility in the range, and really, this combo is very good, so don't sleep on it. One more thing to add is that using the Havoc actually kind of rolls us into our next category of skill building, as the Havoc generally has a pretty tough to control recoil, which means if you can't get this gun mastered, every other gun is going to feel pretty easy. These next 2 specific combos I like to use depending on the type of skill I am trying to build on that day and really whatever mood I am in on that day. Both of these combos are very specific when it comes to what I am looking to achieve, and really it's all about trying to push myself further and just be a better player. The first is the R99 and the EVA shotgun. This combo has changed slightly over the previous seasons, but this combo is all about improving my 1 magging and spraying capabilities. The R99 is pretty easy to control, and this allows for me to extend its range out a little bit more than, say, the car SMG. Extending the range with any SMG should be a goal of really any run and gun player, as the further you can extend the blazing fast time to kill of SMGs, the more lethal you are just going to be. Backing up the R99 is of course the EVA, and this is again all about tracking, and the fast fire rate of the EVA means hitting shots and being on point is of course very important. The one thing that this build will also help people learn and develop is going to be positioning and overall movement. Having 2 close range guns means taking smarter rotations in less revealing spots and using your abilities or the terrain of maps to just get closer to enemies. I feel like a lot of players don't quite understand this, so don't sleep on a double close range weapon combo. It actually is going to improve your movement. The second combo to improve your skills is the nostalgic wingman and peacekeeper combo. This combo is almost the opposite of the EVA and the R99 combo, whereas spraying is not the priority, and we are all about having extreme accuracy and precision. Using this combo will also help you understand positioning in the sense of really getting down peeking and trading, as running 2 weapons that are designed around a single shot shooting means you don't need to be revealing yourself as long. Pop out, shoot, hide, and repeat. Not too much to say about this combo. It's one that I have recommended season over season. The wingman will require more stacks of ammo than in the past, which does mean less grenades and less healing items. Use this combo though if you do want a mix of nostalgia and the pure ability to improve your skills. As we do go over my ranked pub and sweat combos, be sure to hit that like button and hop into the community Discord if you ever want others to play with. I'd love to have you in there. We have a lot of crazy pub combos for you to drop those 20 bombs or just straight up slay out in a ranked environment. The first combo is one of those loadouts I absolutely recommend if you need something that can kind of just do it all. This one specifically works very well in ranked, where you may need both long range poking power and of course that close range slaying. This is the Hemlock paired up with the car SMG. The Hemlock time and time again is being slept on, as it has great hybrid power at long range tapping, mid range bursting, and of course a close range hip fire if you are in a bind. However, we do back up the Hemlock with the car SMG, as the car is an incredible swap to weapon to hip fire someone and get them down extremely fast. In this instance, the car is also a great secondary, where we can roll with double heavy ammo if the situation allows it, or we can split off the light ammo if we are starting to get a little bit low, or again, we can split ammo types with our teammates. Any way you need to do it, the car kind of has what you need. The Hemlock is still slept on and overshadowed by the Flatline and the R31, but be sure to utilize it if you do want something with a little bit more flexibility. The first real ranked grinding loadout I like to run is the Havoc with the Peacekeeper. We've talked about both of these guns individually, but having this combo pretty much lets me know I am getting the most possible out of my killing capabilities, seeing as I have one of the fastest TTK weapons with a big mag and the Peacekeeper to pretty much clean up if I do run out of damage. This is the combo I usually look for when I am in the lower ranks, or I am really just grinding with the squad and we are trying to take a lot of fights. The second of my ranked loadouts is the Volt with the EVA. This is the ultimate loadout for me right now and for this season for ranked Apex. There's kind of no better close to mid-range hybrid gun than the Volt. Even though it is an SMG, at times it's almost just a bonus since you don't sacrifice in the time to kill aspect, and since the Volt is easy to control, it has pretty great range. I prefer to put a 2x bruiser on it because of this. The EVA is really interchangeable with the Peacekeeper in this instance, as either works very well as a secondary to conserve your ammo and inventory space. If I am being super try hard, this is one of the loadouts I am going to continually look for. The car with the EVA is my next loadout, and this combo is really my solo queue loadout if I am going in on 1-on-2s or 1-on-3s. This is similar to the R99 EVA combo, but this time I do take the car as it is a little bit more versatile, and I know I won't really have to search for ammo after I am getting kills, and I do have one of the fastest time to kill weapons in the game. In this combo, the EVA for me feels a little bit more necessary than the Peacekeeper, as you really need that extra damage to take on a few enemies at once, as the EVA is the superior shotgun for dishing out large amounts of damage very fast, since it is the faster firing weapon than the Peacekeeper. This combo kind of just works, and you should try it out. And the one loadout to rule them all for me this season is the one that works in both pubs and ranked, and it's the R301 with the EVA 8 or the Peacekeeper. Starting with the shotgun, I'll run either of these depending on what I want to achieve. PK for one-on-one fighting or EVA 8 for team fighting. The 301 though just continues to be a super easy weapon that functions really at basically anything it does. It's easy, it has a great time to kill, plenty of ammo, and it's a weapon that you just cannot overlook. If you want an alternate primary, you can look at the flatline, and regardless of the light or the heavy rifle that you do prefer to use, both are really great, and more or less anyone can have success with a loadout like this. In order to really understand how the weapons are functioning this season though, you should check out my weapon tier list, which is right here on screen for you. As always, happy gaming, legends.